Hi, welcome to Sewing with Sandy. Today we're going to talk about beach cover-ups that you can sew. It's December here, so we're getting ready for any kind of winter snowbird vacation, and if you're in the southern hemisphere, then it's summertime there. So now's a great time to start thinking about sewing up a quick beach cover-up. So I have a few interesting patterns to show you, along with some snaps that I've taken on previous vacations. The first one I want to show you is mine. I bought it in Positano. I absolutely love it. It really is just a couple of rectangles sewn together, but it's the gorgeous lace that is involved in this that makes it perfect. It's heavy because there is a lot of lace involved, so I don't take it with me all the time, but I do use it and I do love it. Mood has a free pattern that duplicates this, and it's called the Petal Cover-up. Now, all of the information on the patterns will be down below, and certainly there's lots of great options for fabric at Mood or B&J or Minerva. There's plenty to choose from, but right now I'm just going to talk about the pattern, so you can go ahead and select a fabric that works with your color scheme and what you like. But I love this lace pattern. It has the lace hem. So the lace that you pick, you want to make sure it has some kind of edge to it, so you can drop your pattern, the bottom of your pattern, along that edge. You don't have to hem it, and you have that beautiful lace edge detail. This has a drawstring like mine on here. On the pattern, they used a pink ribbon. That's a little cutesy. I prefer the cording that matches the lace. But, you know, you do you, right? So this is absolutely adorable, and it works really well with this style. So next up is this pin tuck dress. And this was also in Aruba. This is a friend of mine, and she had this pin tuck cover-up, which I love. Now, pin tucks are a lot of work, and you certainly could look for a pin tuck pattern, but I found a Butterick pattern, Butterick 6994, and it has the same style detail with just a little tiny collar and a little slit, so it's easy pull on, and it's kind of wavy. So fabrics for this Butterick pattern recommended are chambray, cotton blends, rayon crepe, and terry cloth. So a terry cloth one would be super casual and comfy and really great if you actually like to swim, because you could put it on and be sort of like wearing a towel. But a rayon one would be beautiful. Some kind of cotton that moves, not a heavy cotton, but a nice soft cotton would be really, really gorgeous. So this one has a yoke in the back with a split in the yoke in the bottom part, so that gives it its fullness, and you can make it full length or short like Lori's is. So this is a really cute pattern for a dress, but it's also a really cute pattern for a cover-up. All right, the next one is kind of a tie-up caftan, and if you see this woman with the gauzy one with the tie-up, it's got the long sleeves and a V-neck. It really looks great on her, and it's super comfortable to wear. So Simplicity 9602 makes a V-neck caftan with long sleeves. It doesn't have the tie-up, but certainly you could leave that seam open and finish it and put grommets in it and tie it up and get exactly the same look. But I love the skirt part of it and the little ruffle on the sleeve. So this one says it can be made out of challis, charmeuse, cotton blends, cotton lawn, crepe de chine, double gauze, silk, laundered silk, lawn, rayon, and soft linen blends, and voile. So there's a lot of really nice soft options. And it can also be made as a robe, which would be perfect for a beach cover-up. This style is just so casual, but if it's made with a crepe de chine or a laundered silk or a rayon, it would be really flowy, and it would be perfect for a beautiful Caribbean beach vacation, right? I mean, that is just lovely with the little fluttered sleeves. I think it's just so adorable. Yeah, this is really nice. Long, short version. So the one with the elastic waist has a little bow in the front. But yeah, it's a beautiful little cover-up. It's also a beautiful little dress. So if you made it as a dress without not the robe part, you could use it multiple times, right? You could use it to go out one day and use it as a beach cover-up the next. So now we have this classic cape style caftan, which is a retro Simplicity pattern. It's 5628. It is super, super easy. There aren't a lot of seams involved in this. It's a vintage 1970s caftan. It's perfect for the beach. I love the little fringe on the short one. She has it, I mean, it's just incredibly beachy, and it's 2 pieces. So this could go up super fast. You could make a bunch of them, one for every vacation. Long, short, doesn't matter. Fabric-wise, suggested fabrics include broadcloth, terry cloth, canvas, duck, cotton, sateen, linen, surah, challis, jersey, matte jersey, double knit, homespun, and lightweight wool. Now remember, this is a 1970s pattern, so some of these fabrics, like a broadcloth, would be so heavy and stiff it wouldn't work for a beach cover-up. But the terry cloth would. Canvas, no, I don't know. It would, no, But if you had a really soft linen, a double knit, maybe a challis certainly would be really nice. You'd want something that is soft and flowy. Now, terry cloth, again, is great because it's like putting on a big towel, especially if you swim a lot and you want something that's a little absorbent. But if you want just something that's purely decorative to make, you know, to kind of enhance your ensemble, then I would do a rayon or a challis or something that's flowy and light, or super lightweight cotton. But this one has that fringe on the bottom is just super cute, and it looks like it's just sewn part way on the long one and even on the short one, so that the hem is partially open. So it's just, I mean, literally one piece in the front, one piece in the back, sewn at the shoulders, and then sewn below the arms. So there's a lot that you can do with this. This is really perfect for a quickie, jiffy pattern to go to the beach with. All right, next we have a classic knit dress. I mean, this is perfect. It's a great pattern. I have this pattern. It's New Look 6210, and I've used it. It makes a really nice knit dress. And if you want it to not be form-fitting, then just size up a size, and that's what I've done with mine. And I like the way that it just kind of skims the body, but yet it's knit, so it moves. So it's really nice for the beach. It goes on and off over your head very easily. And again, this is one of these that you can make as a dress. You can wear it out, or you can wear it to the beach, so it does double duty. So if you had a couple of them, then you would have a couple of different looks, and it works really well for the beach. It's super easy to put together, and you can find all kinds of knits. You can go with a solid, you can go with a short. I made mine with a high-low in the front, and I love it. You could do it with the slits up the side. It would be perfect. So this is a nice option, and it's super simple to make. It doesn't take very long. And of course, t-shirts are certainly acceptable to wear to the beach, and as a cover-up, you want something that's super casual, or if you're going to be playing any kind of games, you know, paddleboard or whatever on the beach, football, you want something that's going to be functional as well as look good. So the Brando tee from Mood, which is a free sewing pattern, is perfect for that, and you can just pair it with athletic shorts, or just wear the tee, make it a little long. It will have some coverage to it. So this is a really good option if you're looking for something a little bit more athletic that you can make that is super easy to put down. And, you know, it's classic. It calls for bamboo jersey, modal jersey, rib knit, cotton jersey. I mean, anything that's stretchy and jersey will look great. You know, you should have a t-shirt pattern in your pattern collection anyway, and this one's free. So if you download it, you have to print it out on paper and tape it together, but there aren't a lot of pieces to it. There's the front and the back. You know, you get some banding and some sleeves. Not a huge deal to tape and cut out, but yeah, this is a really good option. The classic tunic. This is super simple and easy to put together. This one, this butterick pattern, 6853, is a V-neck pullover. It's very slouchy. Tunics are classic as far as beach cover-up goes. This one does not show the back of the pattern, so I can't tell you what they recommend for fabrics, but it looks like she has on a rayon. I would say that is the one lady in the blue, and then the coral one is kind of a mesh, like a soft lace mesh. That would be beautiful. Any kind of sheer would be really nice. It's a Palmer plush pattern, so they go through the process of teaching you how to fit it. Not that there's a lot of fitting going on. This has got shoulder seams, and then one of them has open. The short one shows it as open from here with a little tie, which is really cute for the beach, but it's just got these big bat wing sleeves, and then it kind of comes in a little bit. So it would be a woven, and yeah, it would be a really nice option, I think, for the beach. It's got to be super simple to make. It's listed as average. I don't know how it would be average. I think it's probably very beginner friendly, but it's an older pattern, so it's been around for a while. It looks like it has a big facing inside of it, so your facing's not going to pop out, but you could also just turn the edges and stitch them, or stitch the facing down if it has a small facing. Yeah, that's cute. I mean, it's a really classic cover-up style. All right, next we have this V-neck cover-up, and this woman has hers in a very open kind of gauzy fabric, which again is very beachy, super cool when it's really hot if you're someplace tropical. So Butterick 6900 has that same kind of look. It's got a little gathered high waist, and then the V-neck and the big billowy sleeves. Really, really simple to make. You can put the big ruffle collar on it. That might be a bit much for the beach. But the plain V-neck with the elastic drawstring that goes through the center of that is really good. And it doesn't go all the way around your waist. It goes through the sleeve, the batwing sleeves. So you have that kind of floaty look going on. Again, you can make this short or long. It looks great on this woman in short. Again, they're not showing the back of the pattern, so they don't have the fabric on this. But so again, they're not showing the back of the pattern, so I can't see the fabric on this. But a sheer would be really fun. Any kind of gauze would be fun. Any kind of rayon, anything that's floaty and has a super nice drape to it. You'd want a woven, because that's the way this pattern is made. A knit would be kind of droopy looking. I think it wouldn't have enough structure. But yeah, a lace would be really nice in this. There's lots of really cute options for this, and the elastic drawstring in the center is really nice. It's a little bit reminiscent of the first one, except it doesn't have the straight edge. So the first one, if you want to have that lacy edge on the bottom, you need something that the pattern, the hem is straight across. Where this one is at an angle, you wouldn't be able to get that, and you would have to cut that off and hem it. So depending on the lace that you have, if your lace has a really pretty scalloped edge, then you want a pattern that has that's straight across the bottom. So there is a version of this you could use if you like that, but I think the first pattern is more suited to a lace. This one would be really nice for a mesh or a sheer. It would be great. Now the really athletic kind of racerback dress would be a really nice option. You can see this woman looks very sporty and probably packs really well, because it's made with like a compression athletic fabric, and so it would be super lightweight, and it doesn't take up a lot of space because it's very form-fitting. So McCall's 7578 is an athletic wear pattern, and you can see she's got that really interesting collar and back on this dress. It would be a really nice option for somebody that's looking for something that's fitted and athletic. So if you're gonna do a lot of walking on the beach, or if you're going on an excursion and then going to the beach, say you're going snorkeling and you want something that's going to be form-fitting, so you can take it off and then snorkel with your bathing suit and then put this back on, and kind of gives you that athletic look. This might be a really good option. Or if you're hiking, you're going out hiking and you want something that's going to be super comfortable to wear over your bathing suit, this is a nice option. So it is athletic wear, but that makes a perfect beach cover-up depending on what you do at the beach. I mean, when I go to the beach, I lay down on a chair and watch the waves, do a little swimming, but mostly it's reading a book or go for a short walk. But if you are, out playing volleyball or running around, this is a really good option. You don't want something that's super flowy if you're going to hike to the river and then go for a swim, right? Because it's just not going to work. It's going to be awful. But this will work really well with a pair of sneakers, your bathing suit underneath, and so this is a good option for those of you that like to be a little bit more athletic. So, and lastly, we have this woman with this boho style. It's super flirty and has lots of fabric. I have this pattern. I love this pattern. This is really more my style. I like the V-neck with the wider shoulder straps, so that's something to consider. And the handkerchief hem really adds to this interesting boho look. And for fabric, again, I don't know. For fabric, you'd want something lightweight and flowy, but you can make this long or short. There's no, like most of these, there's no fixtures, there's no zippers, there's no closures, and that's something that's super important when you're making a cover up. You want it to go on and off, super easy, and something that covers your bathing suit that you can wear underneath. And this would be really cute in a sheer, a rayon. Again, a lightweight terry. That might be a lot for terry because you have this huge hem with the handkerchief hem. But any kind of lightweight fabric, you want to stay away from silk, obviously, at the beach. And if you're going to get it wet, that's not going to be a good idea. And it's going to get full of sand, and the silk might not hold up. It might, depends on how much you pay for the silk. But if you're getting an expensive silk, do you really want to take it to the beach? Probably not. Rayon, challis, lace, sheer, any of those would be really, really beautiful as long as it has a nice drape. So when you hold it up and it kind of flows really nicely, then you know it's going to be perfect for a cover up. But any of these patterns will work really great. And what you want to look for in a pattern when you're looking for a cover up is something that has no closures, right? A tie maybe, elastic waist, something that's loose fitting, something you can pull on and off easily. Any of those will be great. Making a beach cover up is super simple, and it's really nice to have a couple of different options, especially if you're going on a beach vacation. If you're cruising in the Caribbean, you don't probably want to wear the same cover up every day because you're spending a lot of time at the beach or at the pool. So you might want a couple of them, and they're lightweight and they pack up super easy. So yeah, I would say go for it, make a couple of them, buy your bathing suits because they're a lot of work to make, and then find some fabric that coordinates with those and make a couple of beach cover-ups for your next beach vacation. Until next time, happy sewing. Bye.